So this is take 2 of my review of the CYMA CM046 airsoft gun, AK-47, featuring the blowback real wood on the buttstock, hand grip, and foregrip, full metal receiver and body. Only thing that's not full metal is my powerfull mag that I'm borrowing. It's polymer. Here's the original mag that I had for it. I'll explain a bit more about why I'm using a different one later. This is a take 2 because due to certain issues I had to restart this review. Okay, so what should I start with? Most people, when they see the page for this gun, I got this gun off of Airsoft Megastore, by the way. So I paid about $240 for it, including a very expensive shipping because I live in Alaska. Yeah, trying to put the receiver back on, whatever. So when people usually see this gun on Airsoft Megastore, the first thing they'll usually notice is the blowback. So yes, this is blowback when you pull the trigger, and oh yeah. The slide is kind of short, so it does hook in sometimes when the receiver's off, but when the receiver's on, it prevents the slide from doing that. So we'll never get stuck if the receiver's on, but if the receiver's off, it might do that. So yeah, a good hint is to never take off your receiver during the game for no apparent reason. Here's the receiver, also metal, so it's good, pretty solid. This gun does feel insanely solid in your hands, by the way, because it is real wood, real metal all throughout, no polymers, no plastics. Full metal interiors. What should I forgot? All right, okay. A little detail about the blowback is that people usually wonder, hey, what kind of blowback is it? And there's different types actually. This one is called a pneumatic blowback, meaning that the bolt will not slide unless the piston goes all the way with its cycle. Like with the piston, if you half pull the trigger and the piston stops here, then the bolt will not go back, which some airsoft guns actually do, and that's unrealistic because he didn't take the shot and it's already going crazy over there. So until the piston actually does its work, the blowback will not move, which is really nice and very realistic. What else about the blowback? Well, I haven't had any problems with the blowback at all yet, really. As usual, right behind the bolt, right behind the charging handle, you can't really see it, but there's a hop up and you can adjust it. It's this little slider. It's a very easy to move, a convenient slider, which got my fingers dirty. Selector switch, same as always, and of course you will get that cute little scratched line because, you know, that's just usually how it works. Automatic, semi, just like the real thing, real Russian AV, AVA and ODE on the gun itself. The wood is actually a really nice quality, and of course when you first get it, it's going to look a bit differently. Right now it's already slightly weathered on my gun, which is a good thing because it looks better that way. Adjustable front sights, adjustable rear flip-ups, and no, don't do this because I see people doing this all the time and I slap them. It's really, you pinch this thing and you slide it forward and back depending on the distance, although usually in airsoft you don't really need your sights. So yeah, receiver's metal. I'm going to slip this back on, so give me a second here. So I got the receiver back on now, and as you can see, no matter how awkwardly you pull the bolt, it'll always slide back. It doesn't get hooked, ever. Unless your safety's on, and the safety pinches it, which can happen, but it's difficult to do. The gearbox, and I can actually take this off, but I don't have a screwdriver. Inside there's a V3 gearbox with really nice bushings. I don't really know the specifics of it, but it's a nice gearbox, and also it's very convenient because, you know, most gearboxes have almost like a magnetic pull to them because of all the mechanics that are going on. And so a small little issue with this gun is that the screws, like I'm missing a screw here and I'm missing a screw here, but that's all I'm really missing, and those kind of screws are easy to get back and buy new ones. But this magnetic thing is you can use this to your advantage because the last screw that fell out here actually hooked onto the handle. Only I was stupid enough to think, oh, what's this doing here, and throw it away. So I should have just put that back in, but I didn't. It's got those little things that release gas and pressured air, but that doesn't actually do anything. It's just there for looks. And I just dropped my remote. The mag that came with it isn't actually this polymer waffle mag that I'm borrowing from a friend. My friend has an Echo 1 Red Star AK-47. Only it's kind of like a mix between a 74 and a 47, but it's really nice. It's some polymer Riz system, and it came with waffle mags. And the issue is that, as you know, most stock mags suck. This is a full metal mag that came with a gun, high cap, 600 rounds, with a little scrolly thing. The only real issue with it is that the scroll is slightly depressed in. You can still crank it, it's just kind of difficult. It's a really nice mag, except for the fact that that plastic lip kind of broke, so it doesn't hook into the gun. If you try to, watch what happens. You can get it hooked in, but then you can just do this, and it pops out. So that lip is required. You need that lip. This waffle mag works. I'm just using it. It doesn't really match the gun, but it gives me ammo and lets me shoot, so I'm satisfied. This actually does come out, but it's way too short to actually unjam anything, so just leave it on there and don't touch it, is my opinion. You can actually... What did I miss out on? I'm sorry, this is a very unrehearsed one. I decided to do it just randomly out of the blue. Like, oh, let's do a review. So, yeah, it is a really solid feeling gun. I'm going to give you guys a little look down the sights here. Down the gun itself. So, just a really nice look down the barrel. Adjustable front sights. Adjustable flip-up sights from the adjustable front sight way over here. Charging handle. Batteries do go in here, into the buttstock, which has only one real downside, is that you can't use anything bigger than an 8.4, but you can find certain batteries, like a 9.2 I think, that is shaped in a special way that you can fit it in here, but they cost like 80 bucks because of shipping and other problems. Since I live in Alaska, it's going to be even more for me, so... Yeah, that's the kind of buttstock in there, but with blowback, generally blowback usually uses up a bit more power than, you know, regular airsoft guns, and that is true, but it's not too much of a problem, especially if you have a custom. So if you're going to get this gun, you really do want to get a custom with it. I got a custom 8.4 1600 battery in here, nickel in something MHD or whatever. I don't really know the names, don't blame me. And, ooh, looks like I got a little dent from a BB there. But, ooh, I got a bunch of dents from BBs here. Well, whatever. Yeah, you do want to get more of a custom battery to get it running better and get a higher rate of fire and better FPS and still have the effective blowback. Because really, it does feel amazing to shoot this gun with its blowback. Rate of fire is a good 800 to 900 depending on your charge and your battery. FPS is ranging from 400 to 465 according to the website, but the way this thing shoots, it definitely feels like it's way more than that. Like, it left nasty welts on my friends. It's been creating huge splashes and puddles just if you're shooting at them. It's got a great rate of fire. I'd say this thing's got a good velocity of 465 to 500. So 465 muzzle velocity minimum. I haven't chronoed it yet, but I want to. Like I said, full metal, everything except for the wood and this polymer mag, which I'm borrowing. I will be ordering another one of those over there sometime soon. I will go and demonstrate it here in a second, but I want to describe the durability. It is a really nice gun as far as durability goes. Even with these screws missing, it still works just amazingly. It still feels as solid. It hasn't had any problems with anything. And the only time it's ever jammed on me so far was once. It's only jammed on me once, and that was because of that was my own damn fault, because I didn't clean this thing after a game. Then the next weekend, it had dirt and everything inside the barrel, so it jammed up, and I had to get a unjamming rod, and fix it. But otherwise, not a single problem with it, ever. Ever, ever, ever. But what you can get confused in is when you change your battery out and your gun doesn't shoot because you're trying on semi, always make sure you try it on fully auto, because sometimes it has to reset the piston and the gearbox or something. Well, something with the gearbox and something with resetting with a selector switch. A lot of different things. This, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but this unjamming rod does come out, but it's only this short, so it's worth nothing. It's just for looks. Keep it on. Just a really nice looking gun. On the back here you can see that you can probably attach an adapter here, so you can put then a scope mount and then put a sight on top if you want to, but I don't know if the adapter will actually fit on this, so don't trust me for my word and don't sue me in case you actually do get it and it doesn't work. This gun weighs exactly the same weight as a real AK-47, it's like 9 pounds, and just one of the best replicas I've ever seen. It's amazing. So next I'm going to go do a little firing test for you so you can see the blowback and just hear it. It'll probably be in a different video though, because this one's already 9.5 minutes long. So yeah.